The Presidential Transition Committee has laid out its plan on compensating small businesses for pandemic losses. It says business losses sustained by some 5 million small businesses nationwide is estimated at 54 trillion won, and the amount of compensations will depend on the amount of losses. The Democratic Party and small business advocacy groups blasted the president-elect for walking back his campaign pledges by refusing to provide compensations retroactively.
The Presidential Transition Committee says pandemic losses sustained by small businesses are estimated to be around 54 trillion won. The figure is based on the earnings of some 5.5 million businesses recorded in 2020 and 2021 compared to 2019. The Presidential Transition Committee says compensations will be paid out according to the size of businesses and the amount of losses. The committee pledged to pay them as soon as the second supplementary budget bill is passed. Sources say it's considering providing up to 6 million won per business. The head of the Presidential Transition Committee, An Chol-soo, says the amount was calculated using scientific methods.
왜 손실 규모를 정확하게 계산을 하지 않았는지 저도 잘 이해가 안 갑니다. 이게 제일 기본 중에 기본 아닙니까?
The committee promised to raise compensation rate to 100% for losses stemming from virus prevention measures and raise the minimum quarterly amount, which currently stands at 500,000 won. The president-elect also promised financial and taxation support. He vowed to adjust insolvencies and switch high-interest loans from non-banking financial companies to bank loans, as well as raise the tax credit limit and extend taxation deadlines. The Transition Committee pointed out paying business compensation retroactively would be difficult.
확인하는 작업을 해야 되는데 그러기에는 행정 부담이나 그 자료들이 굉장히 남아있지 않다는 거죠. 확인이 어렵고.
The Democratic Party blasted Yoon for walking back his campaign pledge of compensating small businesses entirely and promising up to 10 million won in compensation to each business upon being elected. Small business advocacy groups also criticized the president-elect, calling his compensation plan as being even worse than that of the incumbent administration. They denounced him for failing to keep the promise of paying equal compensation of at least 6 million won to each business and applying the law retroactively.